the top 10 power rankings brought to you by Sterling. I guess my first question here right off the get-go, you had the Dolphins ranked at number 10. Is that before or after the Chubb trade? And does the Chubb trade change it at all?
Yeah, that's because of the Chubb trade. I think that puts them at number 10. I think, in Tua back, I think, they're a good team. I think they can make the playoffs. They beat the lowly Detroit Lions last week, but the Dolphins are a good team. Lowly.
Same old Lions. SOL.
New York Giants, man. One of the most underrated games last week against Seattle Seahawks. The New York Giants came up short. They had a fourth quarter meltdown toward the middle of the fourth quarter. They kind of just lost it, but I still think they're the number 9 team in my power rankings.
They're not Giants, they're midgets. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then, how in the world does this team keep winning? Geno Smith is playing out of his mind. I don't know what's in the water in Seattle, but it ain't Russell Wilson, and they are balling. So I'm gonna go
addition
with
by
subtraction. Here. Absolutely.
Coaching matters.
We got I don't know what to make of these dudes. I mean, just when you think their season over, Derrick Henry rushes for 200 yards. Malik Willis comes in as spot duty for Ryan Tannehill, and the Tennessee Titans are getting things together. Go ahead.
Before you switch it, Chris, the Tennessee Titans are like when your homie walks in and he's like really happy, but his chick is just god awful ugly. And you're just like, what the fuck? And he's like, she just does everything right. That's the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, the 49ers absolutely eviscerated the Rams, who are not in my top 10 teams. Christian McCaffrey had himself a day. These 49ers continue to get healthy. They continue to get better. I think, they're going to give Dallas and the Eagles a run in NFC. This is a team everybody's forgetting about, the Minnesota Vikings. They quietly are winning, and they made a blockbuster trade getting TJ Hawkinson, which the Lions, I'm not sure why you do that. But
strange one.
It's interesting, very interesting. But they wanted the capital. I want to applaud. You got 2 elite weapons in TJ Hawkinson and Justin Jefferson, who will be open and won't get the ball because Kirk Cousins is still your quarterback, headlined by a good running game, solid offensive line. So I got the Minnesota Vikings here. The Dallas freaking Cowboys, just because Russ was hating on my Bills this week, I still like what the Cowboys were able to do. They put up 49 points. That's a big margin. Tony Pollard is balling out of his mind. The Dallas Cowboys, in my opinion, are the best team in the NFC. I just need them to beat the Eagles for me to actually put them above my next team, which is the Philadelphia Eagles, who destroyed a freaking trash, lowly Pittsburgh Steelers, who just traded away.
I believe pissant is the word, it's phrase you're looking for. Pissant Pittsburgh Steelers.
They're bad. They're really bad. But the Eagles and Jalen Hurts, man, they continue to play the teams on their schedule, and they keep winning. So right now I have to go with them for number 3. Number 2 is the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's be honest, it's the Chiefs in the Bills world, but the Chiefs, because the Bills beat them, the Chiefs are the number 2 team. They did go out and get Kadarius Toney. I think he's going to add some juice to that wide receiver room, kind of gives them the speed threat that they've been desiring. And then lastly, you have the Buffalo Bills, who made Aaron Rodgers look like a little boy out there, as Jair Alexander called Stephon Diggs. But the Buffalo Bills are the best team in the league, man, and they played one half of football on Sunday night, which they should have blew the doors off of the Green Bay Packers. So there you have it. Go ahead.
I just want to say one thing. A couple years ago, I told people that Stephon Diggs was one of the best receivers in the league. I was laughed at. I was yelled at. They called me a fool. They said, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Now that we look at this time, I just want all of y'all to I just want all of y'all to look at how Diggs was yelling at Jair Alexander. That's what I'm doing to all of them right now, because that got me so fired up when he came out the tunnel and was like, "Yes, bitch, I'm in this hole, and I have a team that can win."